Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be traveling from here, whole South India, here, there, Rameshwar, everything it passes. So many incidents, so many people transforming. He is awakening spiritually by touch, by thought. He is awakening people, bringing them into contact with the divine and moving. From kshetra to kshetra he is moving. He goes to Pandharpur. Pandharpur, when he goes, he is in ecstasy. He is singing and dancing. Then days are passing there. He has to go to the next place. His followers are there. They are all enjoying the presence of God there. One day all are silently sitting. One person in the temple is singing beautifully on Krishna in Sanskrit, shlokas. In fine tune, he is singing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gets into ecstasy, runs like a child and stops and listens to that. Then he says, have you seen God? That you are, it is exactly resembles the reality. Have you seen the truth? He says, it is not my telling. It is composed by someone else. I am just a singing, he says. Who is that? Who has written this? Without God realization, without seeing God, he cannot write like this. Who has written this? Then he says, in the Andhra Pradesh, on the bank of Godavari, there is a village. There lived a person called Bilva Mangala, and it is written by him. This is called Krishna Karnamrata, the first writing of that saint. Then, can you tell me something about his life? How he saw Krishna, how he met God? Then he explains, in that village there was a Krishna temple, a beautiful Krishna temple that was built by a king, and he used to, from his boyhood days, he would go every day there and do service, cleaning the temple, this, that, and helping the pujari to do service. And he would sit and meditate on Krishna, pray to Krishna. He was a real devotee of Krishna. But God's problem and how much painful it to be a devotee. God doesn't want any kind of defect to be there in his devotee. So he filters through, he tortures mercilessly. So one Nartiki, dancer, used to come every day. She was also a true devotee of Krishna. She used to come to the temple in the evening, almost sunsetting, she will start singing. She had a beautiful voice. And she would sing, and last she would dance, singing, she would start dancing. She will dance for 1 or 2 hours and finally stand. At that time the aarti will go on. Every day this used to happen. And then one day she was missing. This Bilva Mangala used to enjoy that whole thing. From the beginning, the singing, dancing, everything. Then the day when she has not come, he is sitting for meditation. That Nartaki's name, the dancer's name is Chintamani. Leaving the real Chintamani, he started thinking of meditating on the another Chintamani, dancer Chintamani. Krishna is the real Chintamani. He left him. How the Maya enters, you see. Devotee he is. He being offered to God, seeing, he slowly, then he is sitting for meditation, her way of dancing and all, her avabhava, lavanya, her rupa, everything is coming into his mind and totally forgotten Krishna. And he is unable to bear. He is seeing from here, there, where is she coming? Where is she coming? She is not coming. It is heavily raining. Last, the Mangalarti takes place. He is not able to see Krishna at all in the temple. All these days, in that image, where he saw Krishna, prayed loud in various ways, sang and danced himself. He is carried away by that Chintamani. And then, after the temple is closed, he doesn't go to his home. It is late in the night, it is heavily raining. He takes his dhoti, puts on his head, and slowly walks to where is her living quarters. Jumps over the compound and then gets down inside. In that house, only she and her old mother is there. Extremely old mother. Nobody is there. She's like an orphan without anybody. He goes and taps the door. And she comes and opens. She says, "Who is this? Who are you? Why are you coming here?" Then he just lifts the cloth. Water is dripping from all sides from his face. He has hid himself so that people will not recognize him going there. Then she says, "You have come to my house. My house has become so pavitra today. But what made you to come here? On your face, there is no love of God. There is moha. There is maya. There is dirt in your heart. What has made like this? You are a devotee of God. This doesn't give any credit to you. But come inside. What for you have come?" Then he says, "I could not, from evening, I did not see you. Every day I was seeing and enjoying. You were dancing and all. Today I could not see you. I could not bear your absence. I thought I will go to her house. I will see her at least once. And I could not remain. I don't think I will be able to remain without you. I want you, I want you." She says, "What are you thinking of me? What do you want in this? Do you know what is this? You are seeking a dead body. It's a body, it's a matter. What is filled in this, you know? What are you aspiring for? Where is your Krishna? What happened to you? You are thinking of my beauty? The skin? Beauty is skin deep. You know my mother? She at her 16, 18 and all, she was much more beautiful than me. You cannot imagine, I am only a small chip of beauty of hers. Come, she is inside. You look at her. She takes you inside. That lady is completely become skin and bone, old, 88 years old, and bedridden. She has passed stool and urine there. Whole body is filled with bed stores. Stinking, pus is coming out. The saliva is coming out of the mouth. Eyes have gone inside. The face cannot be seen. And she opens that. She says, "This is the beautiful body 60 years back, which you are aspiring for. You are aspiring for this. In this, there is nothing but this. What do you think of this body? Have you seen anything? You want this, you can take. The same thing is here. If you remove the skin, you can't touch this body anymore. If life goes away from this, you can't sit near more than few hours. You are aspiring for this body. How did this Maya enter into you? How does this moha enter into you? See, this is what the body is. Then she says, do you remember last week when that lady fell from the roof? You went to put the Charanamrita of Krishna. How was her body? One lady tried to save her son from the first floor. Child has entered outside. To protect him, bring him out, she tilted and she fell down from the top. And for the cows to graze, to drink water, stone tottis were there, tanks. On that she fell and the whole thing opened into two. Her intestine was outside. Her liver, this that had come out. And her husband was not there. It was covered and kept for one day till husband came. This person went to put the Charanamrita in the dead body before her husband came and covered it. You went last week and saw. Did you tell how beautiful are your intestine? How beautiful is your kidney? How beautiful is your liver? Did you say? You are telling how beautiful is this skin? How beautiful is this face? Do you remember what is inside? You have forgotten already one week back incident? What is there in this body? Then she says, have I made any mistake? I am nobody to tell you. You are a great lover of Krishna. I am a lowly Pamara in this world, a lowly woman. My mother was taken by the king in her youth, seeing her beauty and was singing. And when the first wrinkle came on her face, when the first hair became white, he sent him back. He sent her back. The youth king, her prince son, the king's son, came and said, get out from here immediately. And she had to come here and live alone. To her I was born. And this is what, after one wrinkle on the face, you cannot see any more in this, any beauty in this. And for this body you are hankering. Come with me. She catches the hand and drags him. By the time he is shivering, his whole thing is. Then she takes to her room. There will be Krishna's idol given by the king to her. Beautiful marble, decked with gold and all. Krishna's marble statue will be there. You see, he is my Prananatha, to whom I have offered my all, my body, my mind, my senses, my heart. He is my Natha, my Lord, for eternal Lord, to whom. Why can't you accept him as your Lord also? Why are you anchoring after this body? Then she again bows down. Have I done any mistake? Pardon me. I don't know why I speaking like this. But you have to be the devotee of Krishna. Then he says, you have the mother, when I was coming, it was heavily pouring down. Mother was washing me from outside. I entered inside. You have washed me from within. All my moha has gone. I made a mistake. You are my Guru. You will be the eternal Guru in my life forever. But I want one thing from you. As a beggar, I am begging from you. Will you give me? He asks, what you want? There is a beautiful golden flower on your head. Will you give that? Golden flower, what for? I want that. She removes and gives to her. there will be two thorns for that to put in the hairs. He takes and says, these eyes had taken me away from my Krishna. These eyes may take me back again. I don't want to leave my Krishna. He pricks both his eyes with that and crawls in the street to Vrindavan. Vrindavan he goes day and night, calls on Lord, last attains God. And the first song after seeing Krishna, real Krishna, the song written was the Krishna Karnamrita. And that Krishna Karna begins with the salutation, Chintamani Vijayate. It begins. So, this is how the inner transformation takes place in most of the saints. We must understand the principle behind that everything is passing. We want eternal things. We want inner security. We want inner peace. And we want inner joy. A few